So
Okay, let's go on our next topic as we try to get Steve back.
okay,
I'll do my best to. I mean, it's just you and me, but we're basically going to talk about. This is going to be tough because I need to keep adding him back to the call.
no problem.
Favorite pizza styles. I said, whoa, seriously.
Oh,
Siri
shit.
heard me and was like, "You want to talk about pizza styles, Clay?"
I like your pizza styles.
Yeah.
Hey, you
So
want our pizza?
I want to know what you guys' favorite pizza style is.
Oh.
And I don't know if you knew this, but there are statistics on pizza. But there's, and I'll get to those in a second.
Don't tell me those yet. I want to
But-
see where mine lands.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. There's more than just thin and deep dish style pizza, right? Because here's the thing. A place that I used to work, we would talk about stuff like waffles and pancakes, right? That's where that topic came from. But we'd also talk about pizza, and it became very like, it was everybody like, well, don't, hey, careful, because Clay is very passionate about the fact that New York style pizza is the best and only pizza that one should consider, like especially compared to Chicago's deep dish pizza, because that
Oh,
shit's
God.
disgusting, in my opinion.
You like the thin crust then?
Yeah, New York style. Well, so here's the thing. There's New York
that's-
style thin crust, and then there's thin crust. There's Chicago thin crust. There's a lot of different types of thin crust, right?
Okay.
So I just want to open this up to what your thoughts were on
Okay.
favorite pizza styles. So
Okay.
we have Neapolitan, right, which is very like Naples inspired, like old school Italy, right?
Okay.
You have
What is that kind of dish? Is that like a thick pizza dough? Is that a thin pizza dough? Like, what are the
it's-
real Italian pizza? You know,
let me go-
because I've had pizza in New York. I've had pizza in
going to a
Massachusetts.
Domino's in New York does not count as having
I'm not
pizza in New
looking
York.
at- I didn't go to a Domino's in New York. I went to a hole-in-wall pizza
Don't.
joint. and
Sbarro doesn't count either.
I didn't go there either. I went to New York. I went to on Times Square area in a hole-in-the-wall place and ate some pizza. After off the side of Times Square,
Well,
like down one of the
here's
alleys.
the thing. There's a bajillion pizza spots in New York, naturally.
Yeah.
So there's more ways to screw yourself. and
Where
not-
is your most famous, the most amazing?
I don't know.
place-only
I don't know.
godless pizza?
I know New Jersey. I know New Jersey well. But what I'm saying is like a lot of people go to New York and be like, I didn't really.
I'll tell
I
you what,
wasn't
this is
impressed."
what I
I'm like,
thought.
well,
Okay, so-
you know,
Before you go into the different styles of the pizza,
Yeah.
here's my preferences. I will choose a thicker crust over a thinner crust most times.
I don't even know what that means.
Okay, a thicker
Are you
crust.
talking about deep dish?
Like deep dish, yeah, a thicker crust, like more dough to the pizza
Okay.
than
Okay,
the
that's
thin
not deep
crust,
dish.
which
That's
is
not
like
deep dish.
really just Now here's the thing: I went to New York, and now everywhere I've had that thin crust, I was like, In New York, I had it. I've had oven. What do you call them? Oven cooked pizzas, or
Yeah.
I'm wanting to say oven roasted right now for some
Oven
reason.
fire.
Oven fire cooked pizza. Okay.
Brick oven
so I've
pizza.
had those at places
Brick
before,
oven
and I've,
pizza.
and I've been like, and it's like New York style, and it's down in Florida, and it's just nothing. So I went to
Oh,
New
yeah,
York and I
that's
had
not-
it there, and it was oven cooked fresh, and it was thin. And I was already thinking like, fucking thin crust. It's not my pizza. And I started eating. I was like, man, this is actually a really good. This is a really good pizza right here.
It's like Sweet
Now,
Melissa's.
It changed my mind about the thin crust, but not change it like that's my preference still. You know what I mean? I still choose the deep dish preference, but
You're
that was
not
an
deep dish-
incredible thin crust taste. Now here's why I like deep dish.
Are you sure you're talking about deep dish in the way that you should like?
I mean, I don't know if I am.
Deep dish
Maybe
is
I'm-
like this thick.
Okay, no,
Yeah. You just want a thicker
like that, like regular, like okay. Here's Papa John's regular
yeah,
crust.
regular
That's-
crust. Yeah.
Like that's what I like.
Okay,
That
but
amount-
Papa John's is not a real pizza place.
I don't, dude. Whatever. Don't hate on Papa John's either, because I love their pizza. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's okay. So I get what you're
So,
saying.
Here's
Neapolitan.
why I like that, though. Here's why I like that.
Okay.
Because I like a lot of sauce, and I don't like a lot of sauce on like not much bread. You know what I mean? Like when I get the thin crust, and I like sauce. When I'm saying sauce, it's barbecue sauce. It's not tomato sauce. I like barbecue sauce.
I mean, they make thin crust barbecue, like they make New York style barbecue
and
pizza.
it's not the same.
buffalo
It's
chicken.
very like dry. That
Yeah, you gotta put it in the oven.
No. I'm saying it's just like because it's like there's not much sauce on there because there's not much dough in the first place, so they got to
Sure.
make a thin layer of it. And
You're a
like,
glutton, is what you're
like,
saying.
Yeah.
You just like it all is pouring in my mouth. You're gross.
Anyways,
You're a gross
the
human being.
styles. Anyways, that's why I choose the thicker
All right.
crust. I like
You
that.
asked earlier what a Neapolitan pizza
Yeah.
is, right? It's thin crust pizzas made in a wood burning oven, right? Usually have a puffy wow, I can't even say that.
Like that little
Cornicone? Lip or end of crust, right? So very like it's very puffy.
It's like it's got that bubble in it, kind of thing.
Yeah, you know the dough from this style of pizza.
That's the way I felt that New York one was. It's kind of like a flaky kind of thing, you know?
Yeah,
like
you're right. Yeah. So see, that's the thing is like that's what I mean. You might have went to a place that was like a New York style Neapolitan, right?
Right.
It wasn't a New York style pizza, so because they have that too.
Okay.
So they have Philadelphia tomato pie, which looks like it's thick. It looks disgusting. I'm gonna skip over it.
That doesn't even sound good.
They have Roman pizza. This stuff looks like you get.
What are we talking about? What's the topic?
Favorite pizza style.
So he's explaining the pizza styles right now.
Yeah, they have it on.
Wait, have you done Chicago style?
Yeah, I don't like Chicago style.
It's so
not
bad.
Okay,
pizza.
so explain Chicago style real quick though.
So deep dish pizza, right?
Okay.
Let me get to it because these guys do
A little bit of sauce, like very, very, very little sauce.
No.
Yeah.
So deep dish is basically let's see.
That like
It's all
There's a
bread.
lot of fillings, ingredients acting as fillings rather than toppings, right? So it's got a buttery crust, chunky tomato sauce, lots of cheese, and lots of like basically toppings on it, and it's layered with like sliced mozzarella.
That's the glutton pizza.
Yeah, it is. It's like you don't. It's like really like small because of how thick it tends to be, and it's like a pie. It's more like a pie, and it's gross. It's not pizza to me because there's just so much bread and so much sauce. Like, you can have like one slice and you're good to
And
go.
then you're like, oh my god, I'm done. I'm full. Yeah.
They also have stuffed pizza, which is popular in the Midwest.
I'm not
as well.
big on that either. That
Then
stuffed crust stuff, like,
Mm-mm.
ugh.
Then the Chicago thin crust, which is like probably the worst pizza I've had ever. It's round, but it's sliced in a grid, right? And it's thin, so it's like really crunchy and like snappy. Like the dough is not even that soft, like you would get at other thin.
Yeah.
And it's just like the cheese tends to be burnt on the side. Like I don't know.
Okay, so what do you mean by like another thin that's soft still? What kind of pizza is that?
That's like New York style, like where it can have like a little bit of crunch at the tip, but like the dough is soft.
Still
and it's
soft,
like fresh,
like the regular. What I'm thinking,
yeah,
regular.
yeah.
Okay.
But like this
okay.
Chicago, like it's snappy. Like you could snap it in
Yeah.
half. Like that's how.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
like
I'm.
that.
That's what I'm used
I
to.
like
the
that.
crunch is
You
the
do like
snap.
that kind of. Okay, so that's like
I
a
don't
Chicago
like
thin
that.
crust.
Yeah,
Like
don't
I just tried like last night. Me and Amber, we tried out this place called Mellow Mushroom.
Yeah,
And
they have
their
that.
pizza's amazing. Like I love their pizza.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's,
What is
it's
Yeah.
not
theirs
bad.
then? What is mellow mushrooms? Is that the Chicago
It's-
style?
It's like
Thin
not
crust?
really. It's like thin. Yeah, it's thin crust and everything like that.
It's super
And-
thin though, right? And that's why it's like crispy and crunchy.
Yeah, it's crispy and crunchy, and
Like
it
a
was kind of
cracker.
like, yeah, kind of, but like not too crackery. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
guess.
It was
yeah.
good still.
Stop being racist, Steve.
Then they have like the jumbo slices that you can find in New Jersey, Brooklyn, DC.
What is that now?
They're like New York, but giant. They're just like
okay, so
much
just
bigger.
same New York style pizza, just a big.
Ones you fold, pretty much like
You
Sbarro.
always fold pizza slices.
Oh, he said Sbarro.
Yeah, he did. Here, I'm sending you guys. Basically, this is a gallery of all the different.
I'm not opening it.
Okay. So anyway, that's pizza
Seriously,
styles.
when I ever get on the internet, I'm talking to you guys or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's
my-
exactly
my
what I said.
internet crashes, so like
That's
I have
fair.
no
No,
idea.
They have like
Okay,
the-
so I know the New York style right there. It's
no,
still
that's Neapolitan. That first one is Neapolitan.
No, not that one. I'm talking about the New York style.
Wait, you scroll
Yeah.
down that quickly?
It was already like open to that one for whatever reason.
Okay, it says New York style, the round thin
Yeah.
crust. That is the perfect best pizza
No,
ever.
no, that's not.
It is. That is the best style of pizza, hands down.
Okay,
Hands down.
why? Explain your experience
It
there
is
that
the
makes
perfect.
it
It is the okay. You can eat it with one hand. It has the
Okay.
perfect amount distributed of sauce, bread.
Okay, hold
and
on a second.
toppings.
Hold on a second, because you're already telling me that
The
that's
crust
the one.
is
But what is it? The
soft.
toppings for you? What's your favorite with all that? So explain it right now. Why is this the best one for you?
I just
What's
just told you the distribution of the different ingredients, right?
Yeah, what
sauce,
are?
Sauce, cheese, and then if I'm picking my best toppings, I'm doing olives, onions, peppers, and sausage.
cheese, olives, onions,
Peppers.
onions, peppers.
Yeah, it's a supreme pizza. And then you see the tip, like right, like the triangle, like 20% of that, if it's done right, it's got such a crisp to it because it's so thin, right? And the grease is just kind of solidified, so you get that first bite when you fold in the pizza is nice and like crunchy, but like gooey with sauce.
Salivating.
Yeah, I know. And then the rest of it's like it's soft, but because it's thin, it's got support. That's why you can fold it. So it's got a level of like solidness to it, but it's still like soft. It's not like snappy, crunchy like that horrible Chicago thin crust pizza is.
Okay, so let me see.
So that's why I like that. I like Neapolitan because it's very gourmet-esque. Everything about it is rich. The dough, because of how soft it is rich. Usually has some kind of olive oil like base to it, which tastes really nice. And because of that, usually the ingredients are very minimal, right? You're gonna have tomato, cheese, and maybe a basil margarita, right? You're gonna have like maybe just a cheese type style, or like it's not gonna have sauce, so it's gonna be a white based thing.
I'm trying to figure out which one I would choose. Okay, I like this one. I know this one I like.
Also, they have French bread pizza, which I found interesting.
Dude, here it is. This is the one I like. Every time I have one of these pizzas, I'm like, best pizza ever.
What is it called?
It's I didn't even know it. Detroit style.
Ooh.
I don't think I was even aware of a Detroit style pizza until digging in and doing some research on this topic. It says where it is so described, very close to Sicilian style pizzas. It is also known in other places as the Italian bakery style pizza. It's like nice and doughy, you know. It's got a little bit of the burnt edges.
It's like Elio's pizza.
Crunch. Elio's pizza. Where's
you know, like the stuff that you bought in the grocery stores.
Oh, yeah. Okay, but I like that. So what I like on the toppings of that, because I like that doughy. When I go bite in, it's nice and soft. And on the top, though, is obviously I was telling you, instead of tomato sauce, I like barbecue sauce. Because I like, as my toppings, barbecue sauce. I like there to be chicken. I
can get behind this. I can get behind this. The Detroit pizza's respectable because it's manageable while still deep. It's still manageable. I respect it for not trying to be something it's not. It's square.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's the square thing.
Makes
it's
sense.
got nice bite. Every bite, and even
you
when you get
eat
to
it with
outside.
A hand.
Yeah,
you're not eating with a fork and knife. Yeah,
if you want to.
No, that's not how you eat pizza.
No, I'm saying if you wanted to, but
not if you want to. There are rules.
What rules? I am.
This is so good. This is perfect. I couldn't ask. This is awesome. Look at that. So that's these. Look, that looks like a very like soft, doughy.
When you get to the outside of that,
it's like regular crust.
The difference though with that one and the other one, the Detroit one, is the outside. When you get to the crust part, it's crispier there. So you're gonna kind of get
I think that's interesting.
That's
a cool. I like that.
That then.
It's a good texture change.
I never even knew that though until you just showed me this. I was like, I don't even know what to call my favorite kind of dough pizza.
The more you know. Hey, look, so Rocco, you learned something. You're enjoying. You're entertaining. You should probably throw $1 in the tip jar or on Patreon.com/WrestlingGamers because it's just $1, and that was great because you learned something.
Yeah, I did.
Time for some statistics. Let's learn some other stuff, right? I went back on the site Statistica.com, found some stuff on pizza, which I think you guys will find interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Wait.
Does that say that? Barbecue chicken pizza?
Okay. Favorite crust style as of 2016. So I found out basically between if you're 70 years or older, the baby boomers, the Gen Xers, and the millennials, what their favorite styles of pizza were. Okay. And I find this interesting because I think we've all pretty much, I said New York, you said Detroit, Steve, you said regular.
No, I like thin crust.
Thin crust.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thin crust. But there's you realize that there's different types of thin crust, right? Like that's
what we're saying, bro. There's different types of thin crust, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
there's New York style thin crust.
Yeah, it looked like you like the New York. No, you said you like the Chicago because you like because that's not snappy. That the crust you had in your hand was foldy.
It was snappy last night.
Okay.
Yeah, you like
it was snappy last night. Now put it in the microwave, it's kind of foldy.
But but mellow mushroom pizza is not. It's not. That's not Chicago style. It's kind of like that's actually like a pizzeria.
Well, style, I like Chicago style. I mean, now I like
crust.
it a little bit thinner than that.
Okay, all right.
The Chicago style.
So we have our 3 different pizzas.
Yeah.
Okay, so grandma's favorite, the 70 years older, I'm just calling the grandma generation, is thin crust. They love thin crust, and it's followed by regular crust. It's not even close at that point. The baby boomer, also favorite thin crust, followed by a tie between deep dish and regular crust pizza. Okay. Gen Xers love thin, followed by regular, and then deep. So we're seeing a pattern here. And then millennials, get this, they love stuffed crust pizza, followed by deep dish, and then tied with thin and regular. What this means to me, ladies and gentlemen, is that
We're old school.
the world is doomed.
Yeah,
if thin crust it continues to get smaller and smaller. We need to make America's pizza great again, and we need to build a wall, and that wall needs to stop out all deep dish pizzas from coming in to our homes and our restaurants, and we need to keep the thin crust in there so that people
Yes.
Yes.
And we need to get rid of stuffed crust.
Yeah,
That needs
we
to
need-
just get off the options.
Actually,
You got my vote, Clay. You got my vote.
End
So-
of the world if that's the number one for the millennials.
So Rocco, you appreciate this. Baby boomers, the least thing that they liked was stuffed crust. They agree with you in your hatred for stuffed crust.
They're like,
I
"Get out of
don't
here,
really
stuffed
mind. I
crust."
think it's a fun gimmick to have cheese in your crust. Like, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. But whatever.
Have you had it though? Did you try? Have you tried it? No.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
It is
You're
pretty
like,
gross.
No, I don't need this. This is
Yeah.
just like.
Dep- Also
Have you guys
depends
had
where you
Gushers?
get
You're
it.
very much of a glutton.
Depends
Who
where
likes
you get it,
Gushers?
though.
Who likes Gushers?
I do.
I like Gushers.
Oh, you guys can both get out of here.
Get out of here. You get out of here with that.
Get out of
All
here.
right.
You don't. freaking bite
Baby
into something.
boomers. Okay, baby boomers and millennials both like Sicilian pizza the same.
Okay.
Thin crust is even among all. Thick crust is even among all gens. Like, they all basically like it the same amount,
Same amount.
percentage amount.
So that's the
Millennials-
best option if you're trying to buy pizza for everybody.
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you. Millennials like French bread the most.
Okay.
Grandma doesn't even have it on there. So out of all the generations, they like the French bread the most. It's not their favorite, obviously.
I
It was
like
the
French bread the most.
the stuffed. But grandma does French bread is like, they don't
Not
get out
even-
of here, Frenchie. They
What?
don't even like
French bread.
it.
What?
And then
No.
2% of all generations don't even eat pizza. They say they don't like it. Something wrong with
That's
that 2%.
those guys are aliens.
Yeah, they are very much aliens.
What do you
Yeah,
not like
they
pizza?
they're clearly you can distinguish between the human and the alien by if you like pizza or not.
Yeah, right. So this is also another interesting statistic, is its pizza crust styles among U.S. consumers as of January 2016. Thin crust is at 29%. Regular crust is 18%. Deep dish is 15%. And this seems to be very, like, this makes sense to me. Thin crust has the royalty of it all, right? There's
Over
just
all of them.
you know what I mean? And then you have regular crust, which is every other pizza joint that's a chain. And then you have deep dish, which is the second biggest thing. And then you have stuffed crust. Then you have thick crust, which is what you like, Rocco, trailing at 9%. French bread seems to be this new riser coming up, which is
It's
interesting.
a French bread pizza, just
French bread would. I mean, French bread is
never even
delicious.
even asked for it. I
So,
like French bread. So.
Sicilian is behind it, and then there's no preference behind
You
that.
guys have named two of them. Like, I remember when I ordered from because the girls like Pizza Hut, they like the hand tossed instead of the pan because their pan is like greasy.
Hand tossed is just the way that you make Neapolitan. Is the way you make
Okay.
thin crust.
Wait,
And
you
the
make-
well, there I
Pan
know
pizza
I
is deep
noticed.
dish.
I was gonna say yeah, because their pan is just like a weird kind of like bread. Like it's really puffy and greasy.
Yep.
When you squeeze it, it's just
That's like deep dish.
yeah.
It's
I don't like
gross.
Sorry,
It's
I didn't know if
disgusting.
those were part of it. 'cause
And
it
if
says
you
hand-tossed
out there
pan.
eating deep dish, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong.
No, you can eat whatever you want. I don't care. But I still
Guys-
will judge you silently.
I will still judge you silently.
But I will say this, like, I think Neapolitan is super special. If you find a place that has it, dude,
Yeah,
it's gourmet pizza, right?
Yeah.
If you can-
it
it's-
has to be a good place though, because like I've had it before where you're just like, that didn't come out good. You know what I mean?
So what would you
Like,
say the California, whatever pizza kitchen? What do you think theirs is? Because
Dude,
like
it's a chain. Don't go, if you have the option to go to a mom and pop shop or a chain, don't go to a chain. Don't go to Pizza Hut, don't go to a Melon Mushroom, don't go to a California pizza is like personal regular crust pizzas.
Yeah.
okay.
Regular crust.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
there's most of them are thin. Like at
I
least
thought it was
I want
thin.
them to. They're thin. They're just thin crust.
I mean, if it's like Papa John's, we said that's regular crust, right?
Yeah.
If it's thin crust, then that's fine too. But
Papa John's crust though. I
what
like
I'm
Papa John's
it is very. I mean, yeah. Look, I'm not hating on. What I'm saying is, if you want to like try something new, try to go to a non-chain place, right? So if you do
Yeah.
want it, like in Neapolitan, they have like really good just ingredients. Like you'll have some like ham on there or prosciutto or whatever. Like it's some like cool ingredients. Again, it's all rich in flavor. So you're getting that kind of style as opposed to just
Okay.
you know
Neapolitan.
pepperoni on it.
That was just ice.
They'll
not
choose
just ice
different
cream, guys.
cheeses too. They'll choose
just
different
ice cream.
cheeses. And the cheeses are delicious. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So they'll melt totally different cheese over the top, and you'll have whole tomatoes on there, which is a little bit different, but like it gives it
I like
totally
whole
different
tomatoes.
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Romaine
you go to
tomatoes.
McDonald's and then you go to like a good burger joint. You're not necessarily
Yeah,
like, moving
guys.
up, but like it's just prepared with a lot more like thought and combined
Love.
with love, and it's like
And quality of
yeah,
like
quality of
ingredients, too, though.
ingredients. Yeah, it's super good.
Super.
All right, enough about it.
Yeah,
Let's go on to our next topic.
I'm
Rocco.
hungry, man.
Let's go.
I want some pizza.
That's why I got some pizza.
I know.
Rocco.
I'm like now. I'm thinking
Rocco.
about like where I'm gonna go
Rocco.
get that Detroit style pizza. I'm gonna start looking that up.
Dude.
like
Eat it
like from
tonight.
here on out, I'm gonna know like how to make the best pizza for myself.
Fuck yeah, dude! I love that.